Hey, what's up? What's going on? It's your girl Mary Jane. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. It'd be greatly appreciated from the bottom of my heart, my peeps, my peoples. So I would just like to thank everybody that like, comment, subscribe, and share my videos. I really do appreciate it. I just wanted to say thank you. So let's talk about Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 4, Episode 5. Let's get into it. Let's talk. So we start off with, Moniece and Nia talking to Cisco about Tiara's Marie situation, and they're confronting him saying like, hey, you really didn't do nothing for Tiara Marie. All you did was give her she was dehydrated, and you gave her some vitamins, some dirt in a bag or whatever. She really needs help. She really needs treatment because she has an alcohol problem. And Cisco's like, no, she don't. She's good. Like you guys are supposed to be her friends, but you're going around saying that she got an alcohol problem. She's a drunk and all this other stuff, and that's not true. And Moniece is just like, I feel like you're wrong for what you did. We were supposed to have an intervention for Tia Marie, but you messed it up to act like you wanted to take care of her, like you was Mr. Saver, you know what? And that's not what all she needs. She needs treatment. She needs rehab. And I don't understand, how can you betray that trust of ours? We tried to trust you. We tried to like you. We tried to let you into our fold, but you know what? You messed up because you went back behind our backs and went to Tiara Marie and act like you was gonna save her, take care of the situation, and it's fugazi because she's really, really needs help. And so A1 is sitting there looking, and like A1 was like, maybe Tiara Marie really does have a problem, because when she came over our house, she drank a whole bottle. So there's rumors going around that Tiara Marie has a drinking problem, and we seen her on the other episode, the episode before last, that she was walking and she was stumbling and falling. And so it's just crazy, because I really do hope that she gets help. I hope that she's really not an alcoholic. I hope she really doesn't have a drinking problem, and this is just for show, to teach people how bad drinking is or something like that. But I wish her the best of luck. And we already know Cisco don't give two craps about Tiara Marie. He feels like he saved her by taking her to a clinic to get vitamin C for people that are dehydrated. But it is vitamins that are good for you, because alcohol does eat up that type of stuff in your body. So it's like, Moniece and Naya tried to do the best thing to help Tiara Marie. They thought the best thing to do was, since Tiara Marie saying that she's in love with this dude Cisco and she wants to be with him, and he's saying that when Tiara Marie was in New York, she changed and she was all good, and he just understand why they keep saying these things about her. So they're figuring, hey, maybe it's a good idea to go talk to Cisco and try to get help for an intervention for Tiara Marie. And they thought it was a good idea, but it's not. They should have just went to Tiara Marie and talked to her and set her up with close friends and family, because her and Cisco only been together for 3 months. So even though Tiara Marie is saying that she does love him, she might not really love him if she does have a drinking problem. She might not even know what love is, because last episode she said that she rather talk to the bottle than talk to Cisco, and she probably feels that way about a lot of different things. And maybe she thinks Cisco's gonna help her, but basically he's probably gonna make her go closer to the bottle once we see next episode and she finds out he got another girl. And so, so Tiara Marie confronts Cisco about the situation, Tiara Marie talks to Cisco about the situation. Oh, did you defend me when my girls came at you? And what did you say? And he was like, what you mean did I defend you? You're gonna ask me, you're gonna question me about my loyalty? You're gonna question me? I don't want to hear that. So Tiara Marie walks out or whatever, and then Cisco and Tiara Marie, they started talking again, and he was like, yo, how you gonna question me? Them girls are not really your girls. They're jealous of you. They're jealous of what you got. They're jealous. Well, I don't know. I have no idea what they might be jealous of. Her singing. I think Monique sounds good. I don't see why they would be jealous of her, because I believe all three of them are in the same boat, trying to make it, trying to hustle in Hollywood. And Monique is probably having a more difficult time because she does have a child, but she does have Fizz, and Naya, she does have a child, so she's having a more difficult time too as well. But Tia Marie, I think they're all on the same playing field as far as trying to get into this music business or this entertainment business. And right now, Love and Hip Hop is there, so I think Cisco threw that in in, Tiara Marie's face to make her think that she has a prize, that Cisco's a prize, like he's a great catch. And it's so crazy how Tiara Marie was like, well, I don't have any more friends. Like, why would you turn on your girls because of this dude? Because in actuality, your girls were really trying to help you. They were really thinking that, okay, since you say you love this dude, so maybe he probably reciprocates the way you feel as well. But they realize that he doesn't. So I think, Naya and, Moniece need to just recognize next time that don't go running telling somebody's business to somebody else, like to your girlfriend's man, because that might scare him away. That might scare anybody away. Nobody wants to find out somebody they just start today has an alcohol problem or a drug problem, and you want to do an intervention. I would run. That would make somebody want to run, unless they absolutely love you at that time and point. Or are they a genuine person that really just wants to help you, whether or not that you're in a relationship. Like, I would extend myself and help, but I probably won't get into a relationship because I know this person has problems that they have to conquer themselves, and no one else could really help them conquer them problems other than them, by quitting and getting the counseling that they need. So it's just like, next time, girls, you was trying to do something good and something right, but it backfired. But next time, just go to Tia Marie. Don't go to the person that they're dating, unless unless they're married, or at least been dating for like 2 years at least. So Cisco is playing it with Tia Marie's head, saying your girls are jealous of you. You don't really got no friends, and so Tia Marie is running to Cisco's side. So she thinking, okay, he got my back. My girls don't really got my back, but she doesn't know that they were planning to have an intervention. Even though I know Tia Marie doesn't want her girlfriends to be running her business, but it is what it is. And so Tia Marie's in the studio with Cisco. She sounds pretty good. So I don't know if that was real, that was all auto, but for her to be an alcoholic, she wouldn't be able to sing like that. So we'll see what happens with that situation. So we all know Cisco's a no good, low down, dirty dog. Because I'm thinking that they're in a relationship, right? Didn't they say they was in a relationship and all this other stuff? So moving on. So now we're done with that situation. And so we get to Hazel-E. Hazel-E has a photo shoot. She actually looks good. And she's not an ugly woman. She looks good. She's in a photo shoot with her boyfriend, Rose Burgundy. And, they're taking pictures, Hazel-E has to play up this role that she's taking care of this young dude. She's taking care of her man right now, and he has to be on hold. He gotta wait. And, and then they have a conversation, like, he wants to be put on. He wants things going for himself. But she's like, if there's no Hazel-E brand, there's no brand of Hazel-E, there's no Rose Burgundy. You got more looks than anybody that I ever seen or ever known in this short amount of period of time that you are on. Well, he is on Love and Hip Hop, and a lot of interviews that Hazel-E does do, Rose Burgundy is with her, actually. So he is getting a lot of looks, but first, let's hear some music. So, let's hear some music. Let's see, what he has to offer. So they have their little discussion, and they're going back and forth because he's saying that, she's not paying him enough attention. It's basically a reverse role between, just like, A1 and Lyrica. So, but I don't see nothing wrong with the situation. And they talk about having, he's like, well, if I got to do all this work and hustle hard for you, that means you're not going to be getting sex 8 times a week or whatever. He was like, nah, we still got to do that. So, but Rose Burgundy, from interviews that I seen him in, he seems humble. So I don't know if he's going to turn on her, but he seems humble, and he's trying to survive in this mean, cruel world. But it's a good look. Not like, she's not totally disrespecting him, but most of the women on Love and Hip Hop always got a guy doing something for them, and they're all under the bucket or whatever, and they're begging for an opportunity, they're begging for a chance. But this time the tables have turned, and it's a guy begging a woman for a chance or help with their artistry or whatever. So we'll see how that pays off. And then we get to Solo Lucci. He's in the studio, and guess who comes in the studio? None other than Alexis, guys. She comes in the studio, and she's first mad. She's trying to hit him. She's trying to yell at him. She was like, you sent your baby mama to my photo shoot, and blah, 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 and she was here. I'm like, yo. And Solo was like, what the hell are you talking about? I don't know you sound crazy. Why would I send my baby mama to your photo shoot, girlfriend? Are you just dumb? So, and so then Solo Lucci says to Sky Alexis that damn, he was like, damn, Leo, you think I want you? You think I want you? You think I care about you or anything like that? You ain't nothing but pass around pussy. He said, you ain't nothing but pass around pussy. And then he gets a moment to himself, and Solo Lucci says, I gotta stop messing with these goddamn strippers and whores. I'm like, yeah, well, I don't know if he said whores. He just said strippers or whatever. But not all strippers act like Alexis Sky. So let's not give all strippers a bad name. So when he said, do you think somebody wants you? Do you think that? He was like, yo, you ain't nothing but pass. So, and let if you want to be down with Amber Rose in a slut walk, a man's going to really still think that you're a slut. And at the end of the day, and treat you like one. So, I was like, yo, he hit her with the left, the right, with them words. Them words with some mean, rude words. And she just started crying because they hurt so much. And this is a lesson to everybody. Like, you don't, just because you're with this guy and you're shacking up for a month. They only been shacking up for a month. And, they already having unprotected sex. They almost had a baby come through. So just because you and puppy love in a month doesn't mean that you're gonna be together forever. Doesn't mean the guy really likes you or respects you. So that's why you have to give it time to get to know somebody, nurture your relationship, nurture who you are sleeping with. Because at the end of the day, he says, "You think I care about you?" He was like, "You ain't nothing but pass around. You know what?" And so, but he also do say some real things. He also said there's a kid involved, so we got to keep that in mind. And he went. You thank God, radio has a 5 second delay because, Alex Skyward really made a fool of herself coming in the interview and interrupting. So we get Safari. He's with Chantel West. They're in the studio, and Hazel-E comes through, and Hazel-E is going to help Chantel West in the studio and help her with a video for a video shoot and things like that to help a good look. So she's gonna be directing the video, and Chantel West is kind of excited. So Hazel-E's asking her like, I see you want that hardcore type of hip hop or rap music, whatever. But what are you more comfortable? What really more suits you? Because gangster's not really the style. It's almost like Hazel-E is saying that Chantel West is a culture vulture, and basically Hazel-E wants to make sure in some way, shape, or form that Chantel West doesn't turn out to be like, Miley Cyrus, get hot with the black people, and then when you blow up, run away and leave. So that's that's how I think Hazel was looking at the situation. Then also Hazel was looking at the situation as an opportunity for her and her man Rose Burgundy to be on camera, and we'll see what happens. And so there's a video shoot, and Chantel West, she shows up, she's all dressed, the video shoot looks nice, it's put together very, very well, and they got the gangsters there. And then the first thing Hazel-E says is, since this song is New Bay, and this first shot that we're gonna do the video, we are going to show your new bae, and your new bae is going to be my bae, Rose Burgundy. So she's trying to put her babe on. She's hustling. That's what you call a chick that's hustling and trying to put her man in the video. But Chantel West is not feeling it. She was like, I don't want to be all up on this man, grouping him. You don't got to be all up on him. You ain't paying for who paid for all this. I know Safari didn't pay for the video shoot. I don't know how much it cost or whatever. I know maybe VH1 paid for the photo shoot, because then afterwards, so then it was like we didn't get a treatment. They didn't know what was going on, and Safari's acting like he don't even care anyway. So I don't know. Safari was like, okay then. So Chantel West comes, and she was like, I need my treatment, this and that. I didn't see it. And so they get ready to shoot the video, whatever. And, Hazel-E stops and was like, yo, you need to learn the dance steps or something. But usually when you want to be an artist, a singer, hip hop or whatever, in that type of genre, you'll be able to pick up dance steps pretty quick, because that's one of the most important things too, as well as your presence on stage and how you look. And you should be able easy to pick up dance steps. It doesn't look like the dance steps were that difficult, but I'm not in that lane. but Chantel West was like, yo, listen, I don't have on sneakers, I don't have on the right clothes, and Hazel-E was like, well, you should be ready. And all these young people just want things handed to them. Get ready, because back in the day, people would show up with everything. If you need me to play this one, that one, you need me to do all these type of dances, I could do it all, because they were that hungry for it to get on. So that's the point that Hazel-E was trying to make. And then the point Chantel West was trying to make is like, yo, you didn't give me a treatment. I'm not prepared for this. And that's the second time Chantel West wasn't prepared. She wasn't prepared when, Safari asked her to spit at the table about the bread. She couldn't rap about the bread. And there's a couple of other times that, it seems like she had to take more time to get ready. Like, she can't do things off the fly, and it's not natural. And that's another thing Hazel-E was trying to point out. So moving on from that nonsense, you see Hazel-E try to get her man in the video. She trying to get him paid, get camera time. Hazel-E is hustling. She's hustling. She's hustling with her man. Hopefully this man don't do her like Little Bird did her. So we get on to Keisha Cole. Keisha Cole is chilling with Keisha Cole is chilling with Mosika and Nia, and they talking about Zelly and the situation that happened at Mosika's makeup revealing, or whatever the hell that was. And so they're talking about, and then they're talking about that situation, but it's not really here or there. It seems like, Mosika threw a shot at Tiara Marie about bald head, and just got this body right. Can't be running around. I don't know if that was a shot. So then Naya, whatever, she starts to talk about Tiara Marie's drinking problem. Keisha Cole was like, you know what? I don't know. I really don't want to. I don't feel comfortable talking about that with you guys. Maybe you guys should talk to her about that, or talk to her privately, Nia, because I don't want to really hear that. And but Keisha Cole did take a shot, though. She said something back. She was like, yeah, being an alcoholic ain't what it is, or something like that, she said. And she was like, you're not hating, you're just being a friend, or whatever, something like she said, because Keisha Cole understands alcoholism or whatever. So, Mosika talks about, Zelly and Mr.Ray having their altercation and their beef or whatever, and them acting a fool in that place like ain't nobody's business. And so then we get to, who else are we at? We get to we but Mr.Ray, he was talking hella junk. So he was talking hella junk. And so then Sky Alexis, she meets up with what's her name, Lyrica, and they talk and they have a conversation. So Alexis Sky let her know that her and Solo Lucha no longer together, and Lyrica could care two shits. And so then we get to dinner, and it's Moniece, and it is her boyfriend. And Moniece is feeling kind of like slighted because her and Tiara Marie got into it. And Tiara Marie is like basically saying that, Naya and Moniece are not her girls and not her friends or whatever. And she's solo and they shouldn't have been running her business as Cisco in the first place. And so who shows up to the restaurant? Mr.Ray. He shows up and he got a lot to say. And he was like, he was standing on that table. Mr. Ray was saying that Zelly was standing on the table. Ray showed up like a banjo bobcat friend or whatever. He was like, he jumped on top of the table to get his freedom. It was like he jumped on top of the table to get his freedom. Then he said he showed up with overalls on and water boots, looking like he was about to go fishing. He was fishing for his freedom. Ray was going in on him. When Ray said he looks like a banjo, he looks like a bobcat. I was like, yeah. But him referring to, Zelly as animals, it's funny among us people that are of color, but when you're on national TV and you're calling people monkeys and bobcats, you don't want to give the racist, hateful people ammunition. But anyways, it is what it is, right? It's good for TV and they need ratings. So they was talking about Mr. Ray having his mood swings and him being like this and him being like that. He turns into Rachel, and he's going to go find Mosika. He's going to go find Zelly at the nail shop because that's when Mosika's at with him. And so Keisha Cole's at the studio. Keisha Cole's at the studio with A1, and they're chilling or whatever. They're working on music. She's thinking about working with him, and then Lyrica shows up because she's supposed to have an appointment with A1. A1 wasn't there. Then Lyrica just totally breaks down. She gets all in her feelings. She starts to yelling. She starts to screaming, and she lets A1 know, like, hey, listen, when nobody believed in you, I believed in you. When nobody was there, I was there. I introduced you to this one and that one. I helped you with this. When people ask me to write, I asked you to come in and help so we can get 2 checks, bring 2 checks home. So you should have me writing on Keisha Cole's music. And the same thing, because it's for us. And he was like, nobody wanted to mess with me because everybody knew I had a boyfriend, and everybody wanted to. I didn't take the easy road. I didn't give up my body. I didn't spread my legs. I wasn't a hoochie mama, and I kept it real. And I lost a lot of opportunities because I didn't open my legs. And so let that be a lesson and a well-told story that Lyrica said that she did it the hard way. She fought hard, and when people said that she had to lay on the couch or give it up, she refused not to, because she believed in herself and her talent and self-respect. And she just feels like A1 is kind of like abandoning her by moving forward. He needs to just, like in my other videos, I explain about their relationship. So everything with A1 and Lyrica is cool. He's gonna buy her a Porsche or a bag. They make up, and he says he's totally sorry for the way he was treating her. So basically, she does have some insecurities about him might be leaving her, because a lot of people left her in the past because she wouldn't do this and she wasn't doing that, and then she has abandonment issues with her father. So I'm so glad they made up, because I really do like Lyric and A1 together. So kudos to them. Stay woke, you two. So anyways, we get to so then after that, and then we find out that Lyrica wrote on one of Chris Brown's songs that went platinum. I think it was Party. Chris Brown Party went platinum, and she helped write on it. And so, like, once the time comes for her all the attention, everything to be focusing on her, she's gonna blow up the spots. And she's gonna be real big, real big, And I think her and A1 represent so much goodness and so much self-respect on this show, that how young black entrepreneurs are working together and building something and staying together, and they got married first and they'll have children later, and then they have their mothers around that they also help and assist. So I really think that it's a good look for them on this show. So then we get to the nail shop. So it's Zelly. And Mr. And so Mr. was like saying that, you came in here acting all, you came at, Mosika's shop acting all crazy, and you was like you was looking like a animal. And so Zelly was like, what type of animal was I looking like? And he was like, you was looking like a what did he say? He was like, you was looking like a Tasmanian devil. And then Zelly did look like a Tasmanian devil at the time that Mr. said that to him. You look like a Tasmanian devil mixed with a ninja. And then so Zelly runs at him and tries to get him. And then I guess Zelly said that Mr. Ray tried to bite him or whatever, and so Zelly got slammed down by security. Mosika is loving this because this is a beautiful scene. The Mosika says if they would just take some time to get to know each other, they'll be besties or even lovers or whatever. And so Mr.'s outside, he's still talking drunk. He was like, you see that live beast try to come after me, that live animal? I mean, Mr. had so many names for Zelly. It was just like he read Zelly and he told Zelly all about himself. It was just too funny with that situation. So we'll see what happens next week. Next week seems like the episodes is going to start to move faster, and all the stuff is gonna start happening. It's gonna be lit. But Zelly and Mr. they took the show. This episode. They were the episode. So anyways, peace. I'm out.